One of the hardest things to do in the music industry is to make great connections that will yield a great result for you. So today we're going to talk about several great ways that you can make connections in the music industry to be able to create a great career for yourself. What's up, everyone, and welcome to the WavBenders music channel, the place where you can find everything on music production and songwriting as well. I wanted to do this video too because I feel like it'll be really helpful just to talk about my experience, as well as give me a little bit more time to work on the 3 big videos that I'm working on right now for you all to be able to actually understand some things about song arrangement, great mixing tips that you can actually actively use right now and don't have to really do a bunch of learning for you all to come soon. So the way I got started in music is actually I started as a kind of stage performer just in the musical theater world, Les Miserables, Cinderella. That was in my high school kind of range, and then I actually went to undergrad college to study some more about composition and the actual kind of music technology world as well. My focus was on production and as well as mixing process. During my time there, I made sure to make a lot of friends, whether it was in the film world or the music world as well. It didn't matter to me. I made a lot of friends that were actually in my major in the music production, music technology space there, but I also made a lot of friends in the actual film space as well. Some of the biggest connections I made are actually those that were in the film world and those folks that were doing student films that I helped work on for audio or for music, and actually went on to actually work at some pretty big studios for some pretty big people. It just is a great way to connect with folks and kind of keep in touch, because those folks really will be a path for you to be able to get to maybe a big deal or a big placement or something like that. So befriend those that are kind of actively around you. If you're in a community of kind of music producers, of film people, find those folks. Those are the 2 most biggest connections that you can make. Another great way to make connections is you can go to some conventions or events that might be happening regarding kind of music. In Atlanta, there's this convention / festival. It's called A3C Festival. And that place is where I actually, after college, went immediately into that festival and met a whole bunch of people that were really big in the industry at the time or were really on the rise that I was starting to notice. And because of those connections and people that I met there, I was able to really launch my career forward a whole bunch, to be able to find some great avenues to get into studios with some artists, meet some people that were kind of in the music publishing world as well, to get some songs on TV. Those connections in those places of just me talking to them, telling them what I do for a living. You might get lucky and they might be looking for someone to do that. If not, keep in connection with them. I always make sure to text the new connections that I made. Say, hey, thanks so much. The meeting you today was absolutely great. Let me know if there's anything I can do for you in the future. I'd be more than happy to help. That text really does a lot for people, because you're already showing that you're grateful for meeting them and for the potential opportunity that they could bring to you. And they usually will save you as a person that they can go to for this now. And so if something pops up and they need music for TV, or if they have an artist in the studio that wants a better kind of sounding beat that matches their style, they might hit you up immediately and you have an opportunity now. And the third way I made connections was through social media, actually. I started making TikTok content actually about videography and stuff, because I also am big on kind of the video production space and how to film things and edit stuff as well. A lot of the content I post has led to me actually becoming friends with a lot of the people that are commenting on my post, or me likewise doing the same on their post. I've become kind of friends with some producers and such through social media because of the content I post, because of value that I've given, and then becoming interested in knowing me a little bit better. So creating content is a great help. Even just commenting is a great way to show that you're interested in the content that they're creating and maybe potentially connecting with them to learn more. Another great thing to do if you're wanting to kind of get your music into TV and film, what I would really do if I was you is go to a lot of film festivals that you can find maybe in your city, close city around yours. And what I would do is actually go into those film events, talk to the directors of those films, just introduce yourself, say, hey, I really love the film that you actually worked on. It's really cool. And throw in that you're a composer of some sort. If you're someone who likes to do more of the actual composition, anything like that, talk to them about, hey, I'm a composer and I like to create stuff and cues for TV, for film. And if they happen to get selected for a feature film that someone wants them to direct, you might be the person that they call and say, hey, are you available to write some music for this film? So I've gotten that a couple of times as well. So please make sure to go to some film events, talk to these directors, and see what you can do to actually maybe get your music in their film. So those are some great tips that you can actually use for your networking process, to be able to find people to connect with, to create with as well. Maybe just find some great job opportunities as well. If you like our content, be sure to like and subscribe, and be sure to come back for more. Also tune into our social media pages as well if you want to connect with us some more. But until next time, thanks so much for watching. Peace.